Hey guys, it's me, Chase, the guitarist for We Don't Ride Llamas, and a lot of y'all have been putting in requests for tabs. I'm going to start off right now in the beginning to say I don't read tabs very well. It is hard for me, and subsequently I cannot put the song into tabs, but I will meticulously show you where I place my fingers so that we can all play the same music. So today we're doing Licking an Orchid by Yves Tumor, and I will walk you through the sample loop that they use and the notes that you play on the verses. So let's get started! Alright, so this is the first part, sample loop. I'm going to play it so you can hear it. All right. Okay, so the pointer finger, your first finger goes on the third string on the third fret. That is your starting note. Your ring finger goes on the fourth string on the sixth fret. This finger, your ring finger, will not move the whole time from the sixth fret till you start to play the second half of the song. With that in mind, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch. It's a 2-fret stretch. When you play this note, the picking pattern is going to be like this. So you're going to play the first note, and then the second you pluck the second note, you slide your first finger up to the fret right next to that one. So that'll be sliding your first finger up from the third fret to the fourth one. So this is my first time doing this. I'm just trying to figure out how to tell you guys how to play music because I don't know how to read music. And I love you, so I want us to all be able to do this, but I'm, Anyway, third note in the sample is going to be putting your pinky finger on the second string on fret 7. You're gonna be doing, it's a little dramatic. And it's gonna sound like this. What all of those together sounds like is... All right. The picking pattern is you pluck the third string with your first finger, and then fourth string with your thumb, and then the second string with your middle finger. And just so you know, I only know how to use these three when I'm picking, so the other fingers will not come into play. It will sound like this. Now, for the second half of the first part, you're going to be putting your middle finger on the second string on the fourth fret. So, after you play this part, you're going to slide your pointer finger, first finger, back to the third fret where you initially had it, and it's going to sound like this. Now, while you are sliding your finger back, you're going to put your middle finger on the fourth fret of the B string, and it's going to sound like this. So, all together, it will sound like... No, it's not what it sounds like. Alright? Then, right after you do that, you're going to slide your first finger again back to the 4th fret. And then play the D string and the G string at the same time. And then you start over. So all together it will sound like this. Here's the slowed version of what I just showed you. Second part that you should know is playing alongside the bassist, which will sound like this. Alright, the first note is going to be on the A string, which is your 5th string right here, and on the 4th fret. So then you're going to put your ring finger on the same string, but on the 6th fret. So then you're going to take it off the 6th fret. Then you're going to put it back on the 6th fret. Then you're going to put your pointer finger here on the 4th fret of the 6th string, which is your low E. So all together that sounds like. Then you slide down to the 2nd fret while still on the 6th string, which will sound like this. Then back to the starting note. So all together it will sound like. The next note you will play is going to be the A string on the 2nd fret. And all together that will sound like. Then you start at the first note again. So all together that will sound like. And you just repeat the first half again. But this time, instead of going down to the lower note, you play the octave of this note, which would be this. And it's on the D strings 6th fret. I can count. On the 6th fret of the D string. So it will sound like this. Then you play your starting note again, which is the A string's 4th fret. Then A string on the 6th fret. Then D string on the 4th fret. So all together that will sound like. So that is the whole song, except for the solo, and for that, I just turn on the delay and distortion and reverb really high and make some noises.
On the guitar.
On the guitar. All together, that will sound like this. Thank you for watching me stumble around on my instrument.